Hey guys, I'm Kimberly Bajette, licensed realtor in North Carolina, South Carolina, your greater Charlotte area. And I just want to address a few questions that you should be asking a realtor if you hire them to come list your house before you actually hire them, so that you make sure you're making the right choice on who represents you. So the first thing you want to do is ask them for their numbers. Mostly you want to qualify within the last year or 2 years to make sure they're still active. You want to know how many houses they've sold in the last, mostly the last year or 2 years. You want to ask them how many houses they've actually sold. And this isn't necessarily how many buyers they've represented. You want to make sure that they're a strong listing agent. And you want to ask them what their average price point is. Make sure that, if your house should sell for $700,000 to $800,000, make sure that they're qualified to list a $700,000 to $800,000 house. Chances are that this agent could have only dealt with $200,000 to $300,000 houses. And if that's the case and they only sold 1 or 2 houses last year, they're probably not qualified to actually market your home. Other thing that you want to ask them as far as numbers go is, what's their list to sales price? Are they going to promise you the world and tell you that your house can sell for $800,000 and then their days on market is 80, 90 days, and then they're going to do price drop after price drop and your house is going to sit, and that could drastically hurt you. So price percentage, as well as average price point, and how many houses they've actually sold in the last year or 2 years. During a listing appointment, the agent should be prepared. They should not only be prepared to answer your question about their numbers, they should bring in a solid marketing package. They should be showing you what they're going to do to sell your house. This entails more than simply taking photos, dropping a sign in the front yard, and dropping it into the MLS. They should be able to tell you strategically how they're going to price your home. They should tell you their marketing plan, exactly who their photographer is. They should be able to tell you how they're connected as far as when we go under contract, how they're going to help you out through the repair process. They should be able to explain to you the contract exactly in detail and walk you through the entire process. They should do more than just a 5-minute listing presentation. They should walk around your home, be able to pick out any red flags that they see and help you through the process of identifying any of those red flags and getting your house ready to go on market. Going back to asking for numbers, you want to make sure that if your agent does work on a team, that you're getting that individual agent's numbers as opposed to the team's numbers. So you want to make sure that the agent that is in front of you is actually going to be the agent that you're working with, and not once you sign that dotted line, that the agent that you're working with isn't the head of the team, and then you're going to have another agent that comes in and that's the agent that you're going to be working with. A lot of times that will happen when you meet with the rainmaker of the team. She's the one that comes in, closes the deal, and then she disappears or he disappears, and you never see that agent again. Sometimes you'll be given a rookie agent because simply the rainmaker of the team is too busy to handle and deal with you, but at that point it's too late. You've signed that bottom line. So you want to make sure that whoever you are speaking with is actually the person that you're going to be dealing with. A lot of times a single agent is going to be the person that you deal with because that is the person that handles the team. When COVID hit, everybody became a real estate agent because it was such an easy industry. So we have a lot of part-time agents in the industry right now. There's so many agents, you can literally throw a rock and hit one. So first thing you're going to want to do is ask them, is this their full-time job? And I tell you, it's such a big deal because agents that aren't full-time, they just unfortunately don't take it serious simply because they can't. They can't answer the phone until 5 o'clock. And this is the largest financial transaction that you are going to go through in the next 3 to 5, 7 to 10 years. You need somebody that is able to stay up to date on the contracts. You need somebody that's going to be able to answer the phone when you need them, when the lender needs them, when the attorney needs them. So it's very important that you ask right out the gate, is this a full-time job or is this a part-time job for you? I would say a local agent is absolutely important. A lot of times agents will take deals as opposed to referring it out simply because they don't want to give up part of that commission, and they are not going to know the school systems. They are not going to know how to market your house. They're not connected with other local agents to be able to connect you with buyers. So that's another important question that you want to ask is, do you know the area? Are you going to be able to properly market my house? Are you going to be able to properly connect me with people that I know? A lot of this might vary based on price point, but you definitely want to make sure that you have an agent that has strong marketing. Drone photos are extremely important in any type of price point. Professional photos should absolutely be expected on any type of listing that you have. It absolutely kills me when I flip through the MLS and I see a $800,000-$900,000 home, $1 million home, or even a $200,000 home, and I see an agent that takes photos with their iPhone. Or I see homes that aren't staged, and I see toilet seats that are up, or I see a dog in the photo. This is a lazy agent and an agent that just simply doesn't know what they're doing. You should absolutely have print material. You'll have buyer's agents that will show 10, 15 homes in a day, and the buyers simply cannot remember which home had fabulous kitchen or which home had the great backyard. And at the end of the day, they sit down as a couple or as a single person and try and remember which home they love. If they don't have material to take it home and bring a little piece of your home with them, they're just not going to remember your home. And so print material is important. Photography is important. They need to hire a professional photographer. You need to absolutely mandate that. Homes should be professionally measured, not just sketched. We should never rely on the county for measurements. This should be done professionally. All of this needs to be done by your realtor. You should 100% expect your realtor to do all of this marketing for you. I think neighborhood experts can definitely be beneficial, but they're not necessarily always the best. It just depends. Sometimes you can have a neighborhood expert that has 5, 6, 7 listings in a neighborhood, and at that point you could argue that that neighborhood expert realtor may not necessarily push your house over another house. So if your neighbor has their house listed with the same realtor as 2, 3 other houses, that realtor may not be pushing your house over your neighbor's house if they have the same listing, versus an agent that doesn't have those houses listed, because that agent's going to get the same commission whether they sell your house or the other neighbor's house. So it's just something to think about. So that's everything that I have. I appreciate you guys watching our video. If you have any questions or you are thinking of buying and selling, reach out. Would love to meet with you in person. And I appreciate you watching. Thanks, guys.